BC WizKid here with some DDR4 gaming memory from TEAMGROUP, the T-Force Vulcan. That's right. Here is the package. Very nice DDR4 gaming Vulcan. It says in red, as you can see. Here are the specs on the bottom right. Okay, we're basically going to be running this with the XMP profile that's set up in the BIOS. So we're going to test it like that. Great voltages to work with. We're going to leave it at the default 1.35 volts. And I do like the asymmetric design of the heatsink, the aluminum heatsink. It's low profile, hugging and touching the chips, the IC on the board, and cooling it off. I'm running it again at defaults using the XMP profile. Now you could try to decrease or increase accordingly the memory to play around with it, but why? Why do that when the XMP profile does it all for you, right? And I do have my CPU overclocked, so that's what we're really looking for. Stable memory that can take the heat, can take the power and the demand that I'm putting this machine through. Okay, so we're going to be running it at DDR4 3000 with the CL16 timings, the defaults, and I'll show you that in CPU-Z on the system right now, coming right up. Now you can purchase other combinations of this memory, of course, different timings, different bandwidth, and of course different colors. Like I showed you earlier, there's different color combinations that you can try. I've got the red kit, works for me, beautiful inside the machine that I'm using from CyberPower PC. Again, like I said, I'm overclocking this machine to 4.5 gigahertz, so the memory has to keep up with that. We need something stable. We need something for gamers, enthusiasts. This is what it's meant to do. Okay, so low profile memory, aluminum heatsink. As I said, air will travel in between it. There's some gaps there to basically allow some air flow through that, but basically your case fans are going to cool this off, right? They're going to cool it off and then blow the hot air out of the case. This is low profile memory, looks slick, it's neat, tidy, and I'll show you some pictures at the end of the video on how it looks inside the machine. Moving along now, I'm going to do some benchmarks here on HyperPi and SuperPi, which calculate pi to 1 million decimal places. And on HyperPi, actually, it is going to do very well. Here are the AIDA64 specs on what the machine is running. And this is the board, the motherboard, the G1 Sniper from Gigabyte with the Z170 chipset, so that you know what I'm going to be running those benchmarks on. Again, default XMP profile, extreme, all the way to the latest enthusiast setting. I have it. As you can see, here are all the different types of suggestions that they have for timings. I'm using the XMP profile. Okay, so this one here at the end at 1.35 volts. The AIDA64 memory read was pretty good. Pause the screen, compare, look at what it does, how it compares to the CPU above and below it. For the memory copy, same deal. Great results here. Very, very fast memory on the latency as well, right at the top of the pack here compared to those other machines. So working well with the cache and memory, we're able to get some really good results with this CPU. Now, in SI Sandra, I did some memory bandwidth benchmarks. Again, pause the screen so you can see how it compares to these other CPUs with other memory combinations. Overall, it ranked very high, excellent results, as you can see here by SI Sandra online when I submitted the results. So definitely a great combination when you insert this in the latest and greatest from Intel. The Skylake CPU that I've got in there is really putting this memory to the test. On other benchmarks, like I promised, the HyperPi here at 1 million decimal places, about 12 seconds, just under that, and SuperPi about 8 seconds. On the max mem, you can see there the score 28.66 GB per sec. And on Handbrake, I converted a MP4 600 meg file to 200 MKV video file, and that was just 50 seconds. Okay, so terrific results. Again, in this Intel PC with the default XMP profile. Why? No need to touch anything. It's extreme settings there at 4.5 gigahertz. It performed really well. System did not blue screen once, and I love it. I'd like to thank TEAMGROUP for providing it. Comment below. Let me know what you think. And again, thank you for watching.